We are back in Monticello, Minnesota, where 24 contestants are about to embark on the adventure of a lifetime as they compete in Live to Give's 8th season. They come from different walks of life.
I work on medical devices for congenital heart defects.
I am the Chief of Staff for a Wisconsin State Senator.
I'm originally from Longville, Minnesota, which is the turtle race capital of the world.
And I actually start a new job on Monday. I'm going to be a clinic manager.
And I'm 60 years old, and from what I read the other bios, I think I'm the oldest one here this weekend.
I'm a mental health supervisor. I am in recovery. I want to do good, and mainly for a lot of women.
They come with different strategies and perspectives on the game.
There's hours and hours of footage of me out there on the internet. They can know every single thing about me. I'm hoping that they liked me on the show and want to hang out with me maybe.
I'm probably not going to be the strongest at the challenges. I'm not super strong at puzzles. I'm going to try and make good relationships and try and see who I can trust.
I want to get a full experience of playing Survivor. You know, maybe a couple backstabs and blindsides.
For sure, not everybody here fully knows who I am. As the only person here who has played Survivor before, I fully anticipated that people would sort of be looking to me a little bit to sort of set the tone of how is this game going to be played.
Survivor has been such a huge part of our lives. My family started watching it the first season when it came out when I was 4 years old, and then I went on to meet a winner of the show, Adam, and now we're engaged.
Emotions and feelings are all over the place.
I'm freaking pumped up for this. I can deal with the bugs. I'm probably not gonna love it, but I'm here to basically prove everyone wrong and just show that I can do this, okay?
Being where I fit in this super huge group is what I'm most nervous about. Even if I get voted out first, will I cry? Probably. But will I just be happy that I was chosen to be a part of it? Also, yes.
Each contestant has a personal connection to their charity that they are playing for in this game. The winner will take away a grand total of $6,000 for their charity.
I'm playing in honor of my brother, who I lost in 2016. I'm playing for all those people that deserve a voice, to be told that, you know, you're not a bad person because you got caught up in some bad stuff.
The charity I am competing for is the NAACP. When I was in high school going to college, I actually got like a couple scholarships from them, and then I got one throughout college, so they've given back to me, so I just want to give back to them as much as I can.
I chose the Children's Heart Foundation. It's my little sister. She lives with stage 4 heart failure, and she needs a heart transplant.
The charity I'm competing for is Heroes for Hope. It's for my brother. The reason I'm pretty much doing any of this.
I know, it's hard to show people. It's just,
he got sick on my 7th birthday. Then he was suddenly, in a hospital for a long time, and Heroes for Hope really helped. It just kind of helped save him. It'll help save other kids.
I am playing for the Lewy Body Dementia Association. My grandma was diagnosed and passed from that. I'm gonna be thinking of my grandma and throughout all of this.
I'm competing for the Light of Life Foundation. It's a foundation that helps thyroid cancer patients. As a thyroid cancer patient myself, I think it's important to learn more about it.
2 years ago, I was actually in a motorcycle accident with my boyfriend who passed. I am competing for Donate Life Minnesota. He was able to donate, and I just feel a lot of emotions towards that kind of thing.
However, their charities aren't the only personal connection they will come into this game with. This season, each contestant will be competing against a loved one.
My duo is my daughter. I couldn't think of another person that I'd rather do this with. She's my mini-me. Her and I we're solid. She's got a lot of me and her.
My duo is my husband. I'm feeling nervous to play with him because I'm wanting to win, but I also want him to win. Who's gonna get chopped at the knees first?
Devontae and I have each other's strengths and weaknesses. We have gone far in a game together, and I plan on that we're gonna do that again. But this is like kind of a big leagues game, and I just hope that Devontae and I can pull our own weight.
We have known each other for probably like 7 years now. We danced together in college and started living together in like 2020.
The only thing I'm nervous about is we re-signed for another year of living together, so if she stabs me in the back, I'm gonna have to see her every single day.
This is Live to Give Dynamic Duos.
Maybe some people are here like, oh, it's charity, it's gonna be friendly and nice. Like, no, I'm not playing for me. I don't care about winning the title for myself. I care about winning this money for my charity, and whatever I need to do to accomplish that, I'm gonna try to do it.
4 days, 24 charities, 24 people, 1 winner. Season 7, come on in!
Okay. Freaking pumped up for this.
Welcome, welcome. Oh my God, there's so many people this time.
It's just a really good entrance.
Dino duos.
Welcome to Live to Give Dynamic Duos. Before all the chaos begins and you guys start lying to each other, I want to say thank you for fundraising. Thank you for coming and participating. I know this is out of some of y'all's comfort zone, so I just want to acknowledge that before this starts and say thank you. There's also a ton of people here. As you can see, the volunteer squad is huge, even pre-planning, so I want to say thank you to them as well as our sponsors and plus for helping make this weekend work. So. Devontae, how does it feel to be here after all this time and ready to play?
It's a lot. It's like, I'm happy, I'm excited, but I'm anxious and nervous. But to finally have the day be here, to be like moments away from a first challenge, I'm just ready to get it on.
And Steve, have you been anticipating for all these months what the beginning of this would look like?
Absolutely. I love being outside, and I all get to share something I love doing with a whole bunch of people. Some of it's the first time for a lot of them, and it's just we get a lot of people here to share in a great cause.
So as you guys know, there's the fundraising element of this season, and you guys collectively as a cast were able to raise $51,247. All right. Despite coming into this game with a duo, by the end of this weekend, only one of you will be crowned the winner of Live to Give Dynamic Duos. You will form new relationships, fight to stay in this game, and potentially be faced with the decision to put your charity or your loved one first. The last person standing will be crowned the winner of Live to Give Dynamic Duos and claim the $6,000 prize for your charity. Before we get to the first challenge of the game, are you guys ready to learn what advantages there will be in the game? Yeah. All right, so this season we have the 3 levels of advantages. The people that receive the small advantage and the sponsorship advantage have already been notified in their original confessional videos. And then this year we are also awarding our top 3 fundraisers of the season. So yeah, well, I'll just get into it. Our top fundraiser will be safe for the first 4 tribals they attend in this game. It will expire at the merge. Our second highest fundraiser will be given 3 safety tribals. It will also expire at the merge. And our third top fundraiser will be given 2 safety tribals that will also expire by the merge. Oh. Do you guys want to know who got these advantages? I'm assuming you do. Okay. All right. Our third highest fundraiser with 2 safe tribals is Caitlin. Yeah! Congratulations.
Yes, I'm competing for The Link, which is a local nonprofit in Minneapolis, specifically in North Minneapolis is where we're located out of. And I picked them because on any given night there's almost 5,000 homeless youth in Minnesota, and I think that number is just outrageous, and we have the money and the capabilities to fix this problem, so there's absolutely no reason it should be happening. So they not only do they provide housing for youth experiencing homelessness, they also do work with youth who've been sexually exploited and sex trafficked, and also youth who are in the juvenile justice system.
Our second highest fundraiser who will be safe for the first 3 tribals they attend in the game is Ben.
Competing for Wishes and More. It's a local version of Make-A-Wish who supports families who are facing a child who has either a life-threatening illness or terminal illness. And the reason I chose Wishes and More is Brian's daughter, Lainey, my niece, was diagnosed with a condition called INAD this winter, which she's 2.5 and they gave her till about 5 to live. So when Brian asked me to compete in this, I said absolutely.
And our top fundraiser who will be safe the first 4 tribals of this game is Brian.
So I'm competing for the INAD Cure Foundation. My daughter Lainey was diagnosed with a terminal disorder. It's called INAD. The foundation, we've talked to the person that started the foundation, and she's just incredible. She's devoted the last like 6 or 7 years now to this foundation, and right now they are fundraising for gene therapy for Laney's disorder.
However, there is a twist. Each of you can either keep your rounds of safety or designate any amount you'd like to your duo. There's no time to talk about it. So I'll start with you two. Just, what would you like to do? Sounds good, I assumed. Caitlin.
I literally hate making decisions. Shoot. I feel very confident that truly I don't think Lena needs my help. Don't say that.
What's your decision?
I'm gonna keep them.
Okay. So Caitlin will keep her 2 safeties.
I am competing for Second Harvest Heartland. Second Harvest Heartland is very personal to me. I am a lifelong volunteer, former employee. I really resonate with their mission. They're here to get food on people's plates. For every $1 that you donate to Second Harvest, they can put out 3 meals, which I think is really incredible. So I'm competing for them because I'm hoping to get thousands of meals donated.
All right. Well, Nick, you just saw that unfold. The chaos already seemed to start. What did it feel like observing all that without the game even really beginning yet?
Well, you know, the Bees, they had it pretty easy because they both were top fundraisers. But this decision here that just happened right next to us, that was a lot to watch.
Yeah, and it will get more crazy as time goes on. So,
my name is Nikki. I am 32. I live in McHenry, Illinois, and I am a healthcare sales rep. And I sell AI technology to doctors.
You guys ready to get to your first challenge, I guess? We'll just jump into it. The first immunity challenge of the season is, do you know your duo? You and your duo will be tested on how well you know each other with 8 trivia questions. For every question you get right, you will earn a point. The duo with the most points at the end of the challenge will both be immune from the first tribal council because all the tribes will be going to tribal council this round. Do you have any questions? Perfect, let's get started. How this will work, I will ask the question first about you. You guys will answer what your answer is. You guys over here will guess what you think they put. So you guys want to match your partner's answer. If you match, you get a point. If you don't match, I don't know. And then after question 1, we'll go over here. So I'll ask you guys over here a question. You put your answer. You guys will want to guess what your duo put over here. If you match, you get a point. Does that make sense? To you guys, what is your favorite season of Live to Give? You guys know you're answering their question, right, about them? Okay. Sounds good. Is everyone locked in? All right. First up, Adam, what did you say your favorite season was? Season 6. Kaylee, what did you put? Season 6. Allie, what was your favorite season?
Season 6.
Season 6. Lamika, what did you put?
Season 6.
Season 6. Angus, what did you put?
6, baby.
6. Jay, what did you put? This is number 7, so that is incorrect. You did your best. All right. Anne-Marie, what did you put?
6.
Season 6. Dave, what did you put? Season 6. Ben, what did you put? 6. Brian.
3.
Sorry. Devontae, what did you put?
3.
Season 3.
Season 5.
Season 5, no score. Grace.
6.
6. Steve. 6. Steve and Grace score a point. Jake, what'd you put? 6. Logan.
6.
6. Jake and Logan score a point. Jake S., what'd you put? 5. Michael.
Season 5.
Season 5. Next up, Caitlin. Season 6. Lena, Season 6, scores a point. Lane, what did you put? Corcoran Clash. Corcoran Clash. Nikki and Lane score a point. Mitch.
Season 6.
Season 6. Sam. Season 6. All right. So the next question I'm gonna ask you guys over here. You need to answer the question about yourself. You guys will try to guess what they put. Who is your Live to Give favorite player? In the history of Live to Give, who is your favorite player? All right, is everyone locked in? All right, first up, Kaylee, who is your favorite player? You put Carter. Adam, you put?
Sunday.
Sunday, no points. Lamika, who did you put?
Marquise.
Marquise. Allie, you put?
Kayla.
Kayla, incorrect. Jamie, you put? Chapman. Angus.
Chapman, baby.
Scores a point. Dave, you put?
Anne-Marie.
Anne-Marie. Anne-Marie, you put?
Me.
Oh my God. Boom, perfect. All right, Brian, who did you put?
Caitlin.
Caitlin. Yeah. Ben put Caitlin, scores a point. Megan. Senna.
Sunday.
Sunday, no points. Steve, who did you put?
Ryan W.
Ryan W. Grace, you put Stan, no points. Logan.
Elder.
Elder. Scores a point. Michael.
I said McCrae.
McCrae. Jake puts McCrae, scores a point. Lena, you put Brett. Caitlin puts Brett, scores a point. Nikki.
Kayla.
Kayla. Bergen, no point. Sam.
Sunday.
Sunday. Olivia. Icon. Olivia, incorrect. Oh, Olivia. Whew. Love Olivia. All right, so we're on to question 3 of 8. I'm coming back to you guys, so I'm asking you the question. You guys want to guess what they put. All right, question number 3. What is your middle name? What is your middle name? Yep, you all should know. Then you guys want to guess your duo's middle name. You guys all, hopefully that didn't take too long. All right, Adam, middle name. Scott. Kaylee. Scott, scores a point. Allie, middle name, Kay. Lamika, you put?
Murray.
Murray. Nope. Angus, middle name?
Charles.
Charles. Jamie, Charles, scores a point. Anne-Marie.
Carlicia.
Dave?
Carlicia.
Perfect, scores a point. Ben. David. Brian, David, scores a point. Devontae. Samuel. Megan puts? Marshawn. Incorrect. Grace.
Emily.
Steve? I'm okay. Sounds okay, good. Sounds good. Jake, you put Henry. Henry scores a point. Jake S.
Matthew.
Michael put
Matthew.
Matthew scores a point. Caitlin. Elizabeth. Lena. Elizabeth scores a point. Lane. Suzanne. Nikki says Suzanne scores a point. Mitch. John. Sam. John. All right, scores a point. Question comes to you guys now. You guys guess the answer. What month is your birthday? What is your birthday month? And then over here, you want to put down what their birthday month is. All right, everyone good? Locked in? All right, Kaylee, what's your birthday month? August.
She won't let me forget it.
Well, that's probably worked out well for this challenge. Lamika.
January.
Scores a point. Jamie.
October.
Scores a point. Dave.
September.
Anne-Marie. Scores a point. Brian. November. Scores a point. Megan. March. January. No point. Steve. September. Scores a point. All right. Logan. October. Scores a point. Michael.
August.
Scores a point. Lena. July. Scores a point. Nikki. July. Lane. July. Scores a point. And Sam. November. Scores a point. Next question, I'm going back to y'all. All right, so the question is, what is your favorite food? You guys are going to want to guess their favorite food. Am I good, Alex? Yep. Okay. All right, Adam, what's your favorite food?
Avocado.
Put candy.
Exposed.
Or you guys tried. All right, Allie, what's your favorite food?
Crawfish.
Lamika, what did you think?
Allie does not eat food. Allie just drinks energy drinks.
Hi, sorry. Angus.
Steak.
Jamie.
Sushi.
No. Anne Marie, what's your favorite food?
Pizza.
Pizza. Dave.
Steak.
Nope. All right, Ben.
Tacos. Steak.
I'm being put up.
You okay? All right, Devontae's favorite food. Wow, Megan Devontae on the board. Grace.
Rice hot dish.
Rice hot dish.
Just made it for dinner for last night.
Steve and Grace score a point. All right. Sushi. Sushi. Jake and Logan score a point.
I said pizza.
Pizza. Michael and Jake score a point. Caitlin, sushi. Lena, sushi scores a point.
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese. Nikki. What does that say? Crocodile? Oh, crap. It looks like crocodile from here. All right, Mitch.
My mom's stir fry.
Stir fry.
All right, question number 6. I'm asking you guys over here. What's your favorite TV show? And then group 1, you guys will guess what they put. All right, Kaylee, what's your favorite TV show?
Put Survivor.
Survivor. Adam. Survivor! Heard it's a good show. All right, Lamika, what's your favorite show?
I put Criminal Minds.
That's a good show. Did you guess it right?
Grey's Anatomy.
Sometimes it crosses over, but incorrect. Jamie.
Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's Anatomy.
Angus and Jamie score a point. Dave, what's your favorite show?
Friends.
Friends. Anne Marie. Friends. Scores a point. Brian.
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Great. Always Sunny.
Megan, what's your favorite show? Survivor. Devontae, Survivor. Scores a point. Steve.
I don't have one. I don't.
Doesn't have one.
Okay, scores a point. Fair enough. All right. Survivor. Logan, Jake, match up. Survivor. Michael.
I said Big Brother.
Big Brother scores a point. Lena.
Ted Lasso.
Ted Lasso.
So Lena and Caitlin score a point. Nikki.
Survivor.
Survivor. Lane. Survivor scores a point. Sam.
Law and Order.
Law and Order.
I said 16 and pregnant.
I don't think those are the same. No. All right, next question. I'm going to ask you guys for your answer. You guys will try to match it up. All right, question 7 of 8. Who is your hero in life? Who is your hero in life? Okay, Adam, who's your hero?
I said my mom, Susie.
Mom.
Susie, match up. Scores a point. Allie, who's your hero?
April.
April. Lamika.
I almost put P, baby. I put your mom.
Angus.
My dad.
Your dad. Jamie said.
Dad Dana.
Dad. Scores a point. Anne Marie.
My son Eric.
Dave, what did you put?
Her dad.
Incorrect. Well, correct, but different answer. Ben, mom. Brian.
Emily.
That is not your mom's name, Ben. Devontae.
Casey.
Put your mom.
Megan, is that your mom? Okay, sorry. I don't know most of your parents' names except Grace's. All right, Grace.
Gavin.
Gavin scores a point. Jake B, you said Carolyn. Logan says Grandma Betty. Incorrect. Jake S.
Sorry to any family or friends who are watching this, but I said Vanna White.
I thought Jeff Probst.
Okay, well that's not right. So, you Caitlin.
I put my mom.
Caitlin and Lena put their put Caitlin's mom. Lane.
So awkward, I don't have one.
Oh.
Your mom.
It is awkward.
We'll edit that out. Mitch.
I said my mom.
Mom. Sam. Mom. All right, so where we're at right now, Caitlin and Lena, you have 7. If you guys get this next point correct, you win immunity. So I'm asking you guys this last question. What is your dream vacation destination?
The destination, is that what you said?
Yep, like where would you just love to go? So what I'm gonna do first, Caitlin and Lena, I'm gonna have you guys go first to see if this is the winning point. Caitlin, your vacation destination dream is?
I'm Lena.
That's right. Sorry, Lena.
It's Italy.
Italy.
I did not get it right.
Fiji,
Sorry.
incorrect. All right, now I'm gonna see if anyone with 6 points got this right. Logan, your dream destination is?
Disney World.
Disney World. Jake says Disney World. Michael, your dream destination?
I said Australia.
I put Fort Myers.
Fort Myers. Jake S. and Michael out of this challenge. Sam, what is your vacation destination?
Greece.
Greece. Mitch says, not the same, incorrect. Out of this challenge. And last but not least, Steve.
Bora Bora.
Bora.
Europe/Iceland.
Iceland.
Oh, dang.
No match. So we are going to have a tiebreaker
I think they won.
question.
Logan and I won. Oh, we're going against everybody else sucks.
So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna ask a question. I will give you guys the 30 seconds or so to talk through an answer, and then one of you will write down an answer and reveal it. The person closest to the answer without going over wins individual immunity for this first round of the game. Does that make sense? All right. Are you guys ready for your question? Queen Serena holds the record for most rounds of Live to Give ever played. How many rounds has she played in? All right, I'm gonna have an answer in 5, 4, 3. Are you guys ready? Who has the answer boards?
I do.
All right, when I say reveal, I'm gonna do you first. Jake, what is your answer?
36.
36. Caitlin.
23.
The correct answer is 29, which means Caitlin and Lena, you win individual immunity for the first game.
Good job, guys. Good job.
Congratulations.
So are we married? So I'm playing with my roommate, Lena. We have known each other for probably like 7 years now. We danced together in college and started living together in like 2020. We just re-signed the lease, so we have to live with each other 1 more year, so I hope this goes well. But yeah, I really can't think of a better person to play with. We both got into Survivor a lot during the pandemic and watched like so many seasons together. It was the thing we did on the couch when we were bored and had nothing else to do because we couldn't go anywhere. And I think we're a fun duo. I think we are like a dynamic duo. I think that we really play off each other really well. And so I literally can't think of a better person to play with.
My duo is Caitlin. She is my roommate. I'm super excited to play with her because I think we know each other so well, and she's my best friend. I think this is a beautiful experience to share together. The only thing I'm nervous about is we re-signed for another year of living together, so if she stabs me in the back, I'm gonna have to see her every single day.
So, Caitlin and Lena, you guys kind of look scatterbrained with due merit. You guys will be safe for this first round. You have individual immunity at your tribal. That means, Caitlin, then the next 2 you will also have safety in the game. I'm gonna put you guys into tribes now. So for this season, which is something we're doing a little bit different this year and a little more bigger of capacity, is every challenge also will have event collaborators, which pretty much means for each challenge that is won by a tribe, individual, etc. A certain amount will be donated to your charity each time. And this first one was donated on behalf of Alex and his sister Angie. $25 each for Caitlin and Lena. Back in 2016, Alex and Angie were like the first ever Live to Give duo, so I thought it would be a little poetic to have them be the first event, I know Alex, the first event collaborators of the season. So congratulations, and each round this will also be someone else donating. So, all right, are you guys ready to get into your tribes? All right, so the first tribe, I will call you guys by name. You'll come grab your tribe buff, and then I'll give you your tribe flag, and then you'll come over here to your tribe platform. All right, the first tribe is blue, and the tribe name is Cokato. The first members of Cokato are Brian and Ben. Here, one of you grab it. All right, there are the buffs. Right. There's your big tribe thingy. In pink is Matamidi. Beautiful city. And the first members of Matamidi in pink are Caitlin and Lena. All right, and the third tribe in purple is Waconia, and the first members of Waconia are Angus and Jamie.
Well, I'm Angus Stout.
Amy Stout.
Yeah, I'm 29.
I'm 27.
Yeah, and the charity I'm doing is for the American Heart Association in Minnesota.
My charity is for the Angel Foundation, the Minnesota branch.
Yeah.
And we're married.
Unfortunately, but.
Back to Cokato in blue we go. Next up for Cokato is Nikki and Lane.
Woo!
I'm so excited. I'd be tripping too. All right, next up in pink, Matamidi is Michael and Jake S. There you go. Yeah, of course. All right, and back to purple. The next people joining Waconia is Allie and Lamika. There you go. Thanks. All right. Cokato in blue. The next people joining Cokato is Adam and Kaylee. There you go. Pink, Matamidi. The next duo for Matamidi is Devontae and Megan.
Come on over, Devontae.
I want it pink. Same. I like pink. It's a good color.
Come on. We decided we're hugging over here. So.
I'm not a hugger, but here we are. I can do hard.
All right. Next up for Waconia purple is Logan and Jake B.
Yeah.
There you go. And the last duo of Cokato in blue. Ooh. The last duo of Cokato in blue is Sam and Mitch. There you go. All right. Rounding out Matamidi in pink is Anne-Marie and Dave. Which means Steve and Grace, you guys are joining Waconia if you want to come grab your buffs. Yep. So each one of your tribes, you will all be going to tribal council. At this first tribal, Lena and Caitlin, you guys are safe via the immunity challenge. And Ben and Brian, obviously you are safe via your fundraising safety. Everyone else is up for elimination. Grab your stuff, head back to camp.
I wasn't really sure what to expect, if I was gonna be with my duo from the start or not. I'm glad I am, and I hope we can stay together as long as possible, just because comfort. And of course, we got purple, which is whatever. I mean, I guess the reason I didn't want to is just because I know everyone from the other ones more.
Ah, no. I don't know how to hook it on. Do I look cool?
Since we're going to tribal first, we weren't really sure what to do because we all know that there's going to be like 2 hours afterwards, maybe, to just like get camp set up, but there's no good way for us to like figure out how to break off without just breaking off.
Also, I will just say not to like throw out each person throw out a name, but she did say something about sitting so that her ankles wouldn't act up, and they were already acting up. Grace.
Yeah. I was definitely happy to get Steve and Grace. I could tell that they have previous experience. Steve's already kind of setting up the camp. He already has a good idea, and I could tell he's resourceful. I feel like just talking with them, we're both kind of in the same wavelengths. You guys need a volunteer too, man. Like I'm your guy. I can do that. I can eat the grossest stuff. You know what I mean? No, I was about to say, you guys are squeamish. I gotcha.
So all right. Allie and Mika are also new. Like they were the newest ones out of all of them.
Right.
So they're the last ones.
The last ones.
Are they the ones?
See, she knows like all of them.
Yeah.
No, I was about to say.
Brand new alternates. And,
yeah.
I just feel like as far as like, I don't know, as far as that goes, again with the vibe, I'm really trying to think of another word, but I can't.
Gel.
I can't tell if I want to be laid back or I can't tell if I want to be, you know, like initiating, and so I was kind of on the fence, but I guess I'm a like natural initiator of things, so I kind of, you know, I got Angus and my dad and we all talked and got on the same page.
What is everybody's names? Can you clarify that for me, please?
One girl is
Jamie and Angus. You and me.
Jake.
Jake and Logan. It's not great. Yep, okay. I got it now.
The game is happening so fast. That's my first thought. I feel like we have a really strong team. Low-key, I already feel like I know people who don't like each other based off of our group interaction when we met. So I'm just really hoping to get in with the right people and play that dynamic. I really didn't get to talk with Grace and Steve that much at the social, but I was right across from you guys and I was right across from you guys.
I didn't either, and I mean, honestly, if we're gonna talk like threats, like they know their shit.
Yes. I mean, he did call himself, like, what's the guy that does the show in the woods? Something grizzly?
Yes, the bears.
This is intense. It's gonna be a lot of fun, but there's a lot of people that are really good and really prepared and, you know, really studied up on this stuff, which makes me a little nervous. We've only known each other for 3 hours at this point, right? So it's gonna be hard to, you know, single somebody out and pick somebody to vote them off right away when we don't know a bunch. I'll put down as somebody that I'm gonna see as a threat going forward, just because there's no other way to pick it.
She was just saying that her and her dad really want to play honest games. It's fine. It's totally fine. But it's really easy to play around that then.
Not wanting to play an honest game. I want to play an honest game, but I want to play good things. I don't know which way to go. I really feel like everyone wants to be on me and Allie's team, so we kind of have the choice of what way we want to move things, but I don't know if it's like Jamie and Angus or if it's Jake and Logan, and I'm just really trying to make sure they don't get too close.
Who would you want to vote out of the two? Do you want me to go first?
Sure. Okay, I can go first here. You can go first.
Go for it, go for it.
Okay, so just thinking like longer game as far as a tribe, I think I'd want to keep Steve because he physically could help. Like if we're thinking as a tribe,
physical
doing food, doing like I think he could help.
I am vibing with Lamika for sure. Allie, Grace, and Steve are just neutral. It'll be interesting to kind of get a read on the group to see if anybody else feels the same way or not, but I really feel like my vibe is going to be with Lamika as like my start out strong.
Jake and Logan, they agreed. They totally, like, they, especially Jake, he defended. Oh my God. He defended Lamika.
Okay.
He said that.
I'm not nervous about Grace, but at the same time, I've been hearing from a few people already that they're looking at her as a strong person, a smart person, someone that's going to play this game. It puts a bullseye on you.
I feel like Grace knowing everything about every season is a little intense for me.
Yeah, I agree.
So personally, I'm on the Grace path and I just want to move on from this vote.
Yeah.
And like no emotion behind it and make it through this one.
Yeah, I think I'm leaning towards Grace. She seems very like intimidating towards a lot of people. She didn't really leave any room to get to know her, and that's just like really, I don't know, it just feels really weird, really awkward.
I think what's going to happen is we're going to vote out Grace first.
Yeah.
And then I think what we should do is we have to decide if we're going to be on Jamie's team, Angus's team, or Jake's team, and Logan's team, because next they're going to turn on each other. I think Grace is going to be the one voted out today, and I'm actually not too sad about it because I think Grace was trying to vote out Allie, which that's my ally, so bye Grace.
I will vote Grace if we are solid on Grace. And honestly, I just want to get through this vote to like let the anxiety not be here.
I'm glad we're all kind of on the same page, just between the
Okay, but what happens when we go back to our partners? What if our partners are not on the same page?
I will get Logan on the
I'll
same
get
page.
Angus on the same page.
Someone's got to go. I don't want it to be me. The plan is to vote out Grace. I love her. She's a queen. She also came in guns blazing and was listing off facts about all the Live to Give stuff in all the episodes. So I think our tribe just kind of felt like it was a little bit of a threat and showed too many cards up front.
The big thing too, you guys gotta be honest with us though, because the big thing with me is that like if you need anything out of us.
My Achilles heel, and she's about to say this, is I don't like lying to people.
Exactly. Well, no,
I don't. If it comes down to it, Angus, and I'm gonna vote for you, I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna go your way.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's how I have to be.
Angus made an alliance with Steve and Grace right away because we all split off, and I made separate connections. Lamika and Jake right away, building a really good connection with them. And then I do have a connection with Allie as well. So kind of keeping those groups together, I think, is going to be key.
That's just like the thing is that like, what did Lamika and Allie say?
Well, I told her it was you. I was like, I couldn't get you on board.
I felt like I was kind of stuck in the middle. Steve and Grace are good people. I made an alliance with them and I can't go back on my word. I want just to prove to anybody, it doesn't even need to be Steve, that if I'm going to tell you I'm not going to vote for you, that I'm not going to vote for you, you know? So
she pulled me aside and she said, Jake's happy.
Yep.
He could flip on me and he could flip on
I
me.
was already kind of thinking that right off the bat.
Right now, I can go with Angus and stay loyal to him and tie this vote, or I can go with the other two duos to vote out Grace or Steve. Who wants to make the final call?
Not me.
Rock, paper, scissors, it out?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Let's do it.
So who?
You can be Grace. I'll be Steve.
Okay.
Oh.
The winner stays.
2 out of 3?
Sure.
Let's go find it.
I think we keep going.
Yeah, I guess we
Right?
could.
It looks
Is
like
that
that
keep going
barrel.
till the fire?
This is where probably the fire is.
Wait, what do you see?
Oh, do you see it?
There's a barrel.
I'm absolutely gagged, gooped, and shook that I am on the same tribe as Michael. Like, I guess it shouldn't surprise me because Live to Give definitely is known for doing things that are out of the unexpected, but I just never thought we'd be playing in duos.
Oh yeah, let's go right there if you move to the branch.
Yeah, I was just gonna like lay it down and then I can't imagine that's where it's gonna stay.
It seems like a natural little like sitting area. The lawn.
How big our turf is.
Being with our duo right off the bat was shocking. Devontae and I had talked about like, oh, we could be with our duo, but how unlikely is that? There's going to be a lot of deception trying to go behind not only one person's back, but 2 persons' backs to vote someone out.
I don't know, did anyone check the weather? Is it supposed to rain tonight?
Not tonight.
Yeah, I don't think tonight.
Wow.
We're sleeping on the ground.
This is so cozy.
Look at us. We
Set up camp.
First thought was, okay, this is cool. This is cool. It's shaded. And kind of nervous. I kind of had it all mixed up. I thought we voted for someone on the other team to go home, so I didn't know it was our group. It's gonna be fun though, you know?
I just don't know what to use for like kindling to get it going.
Hey, if that lighter doesn't work, Dave knows how to Boy Scout stuff.
Oh, what? Well, what?
Have him. Just ask him about it.
I'm ready for you to rub some sticks together, Dave. I'm ready to see it.
We got our camp set up. Our tribe is connecting and talking and learning about each other. I'm very nervous. I'm definitely the oldest one in the tribe. I felt I've carried my load so far. Hopefully I can make it at least 1 or 2 tribal councils and see how it goes.
Yeah.
Camp has been awkward because obviously we know somebody is getting voted out, and Caitlin and Lena have immunity, and there's one point where Jake, Megan, Devontae, Anne-Marie, and Dave and I were sitting there, we're like, well, it's one of us, isn't it? So it's awkward.
Okay, good work, y'all.
Yeah. Is the water cold?
Yeah.
It looks
really
cold.
Really cold.
Good for drinking.
There is a lot of game players on this tribe, which makes me nervous. Devontae and Megan, they're here to play. They have I can tell they watch a lot of Survivor. They want to play the game. They want to play it hard. So I'm nervous about that. And then Michael and Jake, they also play the game hard.
Also, I gotta say, I think we gotta call it on like I'm trying to play because we are targets. You are target number 1. Yeah. Number 2, because you got the advantage. You got immunity. You're luckily safe for the next 2 weeks. Or 2 hours. I'm not. So I have an extra vote. If you ever feel like a vote is going against you, just let me know. I will use it for you. That is my consolation prize for not giving you immunity. When Caitlin decided not to give me the 1 immunity because of her advantage, I was a little disappointed. We had talked a little bit about it in that one moment we got, and I said to go with her heart, and I do think it was a good game move. I think it shows to other people they might see a crack in our duo, and that's exactly what we want. We want people to underestimate us. I think we should all unite it. I think that's a good idea. Dave doesn't have a small advantage. He doesn't fundraising. I do not think Dave's running idol.
I have not heard any talk about idols. I feel like people have been going off in twos, so they haven't really been wanting to search yet. We haven't had like a lot of camp time yet, so we haven't had any idol talk yet, but I've definitely spotted some people looking like Jake. Jake, you're looking. It's obvious, like, you didn't find it, I can tell.
Let's see what it is. It could be nothing. Congratulations, you found the official Bridge Foundation Hidden Immunity Idol. This idol is an exact idol replica of the Hidden Immunity Idol for Millennials vs. Gen X season.
Season my mom, Sunday Burquest, competed in. This season is Dynamic Duos, and is something very close to our family. My mom and I initially applied for Survivor as a duo, and that video allowed my mom to live her dream. We were also able to play Season 2 of Live to Give together, a memory I will never forget. The relationships you have will shape your life, and I would not be who I am today without my mom. We lost my mom on April 18th, 2021, and my life hasn't been the same since. She was an incredible influence on me and those around her, constantly providing a smiling face and thoughtful conversation. In a season centered around dynamic duos, don't miss the chance to tell your loved one how much you love them and how important they are to you. These are memories you'll have forever. Play with your heart and enjoy every second of the journey. Don't be afraid to use the idol to make moves, but remember, the relationships you create will transcend the game. Good luck.
Oh, that's really sweet.
Sorry. No, you're good. And then I saw Devontae talking to both of them, so I think they're all on the same page. Yeah, and I talked to Michael, and he kind of agreed with what we said.
I feel a little closer with Megan and Devontae, but I think that Michael feels closer with Lena and Caitlin. And so that's going to be an issue probably down the line, so we're going to have to sort that out. If things go the way I'm expecting them to, which is Dave will go with 6 votes, something doesn't feel right to me, and that's what scares me. It just scares the shit out of me because it just feels too easy, and it just feels like something is going to go awry.
To be honest, before we came here, he flat out pointed to you guys and was like, and the other crazy thing is, I said I really felt good with Devontae and Megan. So if we make it 6 right there, that should probably carry us to the first swap. Yeah. The first one. Yeah. Yeah. I see it. Yeah, I feel like I talked to Megan and she said Dave.
Some names that I've heard thrown around for the first round is Dave, and it seems like there's a group of us that feel pretty good about that. Also, Dave hasn't talked to me game. It just seems like the move for this tribal.
I've bad feelings.
I feel like you guys.
Okay, yeah, I've
Yeah, I've heard this thing floating around, and my initial idea was this was Dave. I don't think that there's a lot to go off on this first round.
It honestly just makes the most sense to do Dave. I hope Anne-Marie is not too upset about that, because I really do like Anne-Marie and I want her on the tribe. Wayna and I were both approached specifically by Devontae and Megan and Michael and Jake, and it's hard to tell how much of that is real and how much of that is we have immunity, so we're like a free vote basically, that can't be put against us.
Knowing your duo.
But we have to like think about like who's gonna like keep our tribe like strong going
good
forward.
harmony, and you need a good like treasure.
Both of the other duos that we clicked with, I think we're working with them, and we have yet to decide who we're working with. We'll get there when we get there, but I feel closest to Caitlin, but I also feel close to Michael. And they're each from a duo, so I just don't know how I'm maneuvering that yet.
Yeah, I asked him when he's on fire. He said no, so I don't know. We'll have to touch base.
I don't think I could see myself voting for Devontae or Megan at this one, and obviously I'm not going to vote off Michael, and the 2 girls are safe.
I mean, I knew that I would be pretty close to the top 3, or I thought I would. So to be the number 1 was really exciting. And thank you to everyone that donated to the cause. Feels amazing.
Rush is a nice question.
So we thought our heads should go there, but then we realized it's lower down there.
Yeah.
So then we decided our heads gotta go
There
here.
you go.
But now our legs have cushion, so
Yeah.
nice.
When they announced the top fundraisers, and it was me and Brian, that we maybe got a little more attention than we would maybe have liked.
Coke Tribe for short. Coke.
We got sorted into tribes after the challenge, and we're on the tribe with the duo that both of them are safe for the longest amount of time, 3 rounds and 4 rounds, and so it like just makes our options like so much less.
But since we do have to do voting and stuff, like I said, since I've played before, like I know that from just watching some of the seasons and like knowing how some of these things go, that like sometimes it can be a little awkward in the beginning when people like are new to the game. Nobody wants to be the first person to like go off to strategize. But I don't want to speak for everybody, but I would imagine that like most of you guys are here to like play, right?
Yeah.
And like do that and strategize.
No doubt. Yeah.
So
let's go right now.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like like I don't want to make anybody else have to say like, can I take? But maybe we just like go do it.
Yeah.
What do you guys saying?
Yeah.
I had $5 to spend on some rewards, so I spent it on the Hidden Immunity Idol clue. So this is the Cokato Hidden Immunity Idol clue. When looking for the idol for Cokato,
You may get stressed, but it's okay though.
when you get to the circle of trees,
Start to dig beneath the leaves. Okay.
I have no idea where that is, but I'll be looking.
As part of my reward for being one of the top fundraisers, and to get 8 granola bars. I know I'm a hungry dude who might get hangry, and I thought choosing that combination would be best for me. So I just received my 8 granola bars and I hid them in the woods.
That's what we said. So because they have immunity the longest, it's kind of important to build some relationship with that blue team because they're going to be here for a long time.
I think the brothers worry me because, you know, they have immunity for quite a while and there's 2 of them. It's not just one of them that has immunity. And then Adam worries me because, I mean, he's played Survivor before, so he's done this before and he maybe knows the ropes better than the rest of us.
But like, there's a lot of chaos.
Yeah.
And if you can have, there were the people that did well were the people that like had something real in the middle of chaos.
Sure. Yeah.
And if you and Ben and Kaylee and I can like,
we go really far.
Have it
I'm serious.
Between the 4
Let's
of
do
us, like that's what I want to do. You know, I've played a version of Survivor at least a couple times now, and my biggest thing in the early tribe is you find the power center and you stick yourself right to it.
When all that was going on, I was like, I hope I can walk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you in with that?
Let's go all the way. Let's do it.
I don't want to be too like big and like give you a big hug, but like
I love it. Let's do it.
If you're in with me,
absolutely,
like, I'm in
100%,
and we can have a lot of fun. You gotta get in good with them because their votes really matter. It's very unlikely that the way that they vote is not the way that the votes are gonna go. I have to imagine that like I'm being talked about. I can't imagine that I'm not.
Well, I got a deal for it. Okay. Okay. So I got a really good vibe. Kaylee and I seem to be on the exact same wavelength. Perfect. So I have an extra vote because that's my advantage. So if you and Kaylee vote with Sam and I do an extra vote, and that's 5-4, and you guys are safe. My heart sank because Adam's on the tribe and he literally won Survivor, and I was like, oh, good lord. But then I realized he's gonna have a target on his back and he's gonna need allies, and we can all get through to the next round. So let's see if he's in the deal-making mood. I can plan to save you if you want to work with Sam. Yes, absolutely. Okay, because I figured that I know you have a target on your back. Yeah, you got a big reputation. I was like, well, beggars can't be choosers. So like,
I'm not willing to tie myself to any hitches just yet, except Ben and Brian. I am fully gonna try to attach myself with Ben and Brian and ride those guys as far as I possibly can.
Okay, so Adam and I talked. Yeah. And we think it makes sense for us 4 to be solid no matter what, and go to the end together. Okay. I feel pretty good about Adam, so we hit it off right away, and I think he seems very genuine, so I'm excited to work with him. The tribe, it seems like we're clicking really well. I don't feel super good about Mitch, or Mitchell and Sam.
Probably Sam or Mitch. Sam.
They seem like they would be at least pissed.
Yeah. I'm fine with that.
Maybe it's because there's so many.
Have you had a chance to talk to your brother-in-law?
Brian had talked to Adam and Kaylee. He felt like us 4 could be like kind of a power group and really kind of set the tone. He and Adam had kind of hatched a plan that since Sam was the one person, maybe was the one person that we felt like we didn't have a huge, like a super strong connection with right off the bat, that we would vote for Sam. Brian said he talked to Adam.
Okay.
And that they felt like us 4 could be pretty good power
so down for that.
group.
I felt very good about you guys for the meeting you
same,
right off the bat.
For sure.
Yeah.
And so for whatever reason, Adam and Brian kind of pinpointed Sam as like.
Is that purple?
Yes,
okay.
Sam.
Very first person I talked to right out of the gate, Mitch. Mitch, I feel super good about. Like, him and I really clicked, really bonded, and he was like, I won't vote Adam out, you don't vote Sam out, and I'm like, great, sounds perfect. I literally told Mitch that I'll protect her, and I feel like he's my number 1. So now it's kind of like a weird spot, because I feel like if I'm going to vote her, I would have to tell him, like, right before, like, sorry, everybody's voting her but me.
But he has an extra vote. I wouldn't. Even if that happens, you have to keep your mouth shut until after.
I know, but I mean, I'm saying I would feel awful. Like, it's going to be really bad damage. In the back of my mind, I'm like, I feel super close with Mitch. Like, Mitch is my number 1. Like, how can I blindside him and vote Sam tonight? I think that Mitch is closest with me. I feel closest with Mitch still through all of this. And I think I have to go write down Sam's name tonight. Like, I don't want to be on the wrong side of the votes.
Adam has a target, so he needs allies, so he's saying beggars can't be choosers. So if we have those 2, Kaylee and I, like, really close. So that's 4. I have Tim's minutes, that's 5. So we have the 5-4 majority. I said that I had a deal for Adam. I know he has a massive target on his back, having one survivor, and I have a deal to save him, and he seems like he's accepted the deal. Now, I don't know, like, what his interests are for me. I don't know if I just made a deal with the devil. I guess we're gonna find out.
Good. All right, well, Cokato, welcome to your first tribal council. This is obviously not a place you want to be. Jake, tell me a little bit about camp. Obviously, you and Logan were right there within reach of that immunity. What was it like going back right after that challenge?
Fun.
Yeah.
It was terrible too. It was weird to be like have the game start from that point because it didn't feel like it was truly started when we were doing that challenge. It was kind of like a warm up, but it was the real thing.
And Steve, tell me a little bit about that challenge. Was it kind of like a fun, bittersweet challenge of like you and Grace, like, this is cool, but at the same time, if we don't win this, we could go?
Yeah, it was an awesome challenge. I thought it was kind of something right up the alleys of doing a duos thing, I think, being able to just kind of, how well do you know your partner, and I should know my daughter pretty well, and she knows me, but I think we did pretty good with that one.
And Angus, tell me a little bit about like a visual of what camp looked like when you got there. Were people running all over, or were you guys kumbaya in a circle?
I feel like we all kind of found our own roles. We knew exactly what we needed to do. It looked like we all had pretty good communication, at least right off the bat. So we just went and grabbed some wood.
So Logan, were you guys really focusing on getting wood within a 45-minute time span, or was there a lot of side stuff happening?
We used gathering wood as an excuse to talk to each other in smaller groups.
And Grace, he said there were like little small conversations. What did that look like?
I'm pretty sure I got to talk with almost everyone.
Almost.
It was kind of scary. It was like, okay, are they talking about me? But they just talked to me. But are they talking about me? Like, it was just really, it was a little scary.
Everyone says this is the hardest part, is the talking and the grouping and the strategizing, and it is. I mean, I can already tell you that we've been here for, 2 hours, so.
Brandon, can I hop on that?
Yeah.
Part of that is also like, we all have a duo here. So if your duo was talking to someone, you could be talking to someone else and then reconvene and like figure out who's talking about what. So even though we may not have all like had a lot of FaceTime with someone, we had FaceTime in proxy.
Yeah. And Allie, if you had a million conversations with each different person, how do you know which conversation is supposed to stick?
I would say it kind of goes off of like the people that you talk to, the person that your partner talked to, and the way that you both felt at the end of those conversations, I think play a huge role in that.
Lamika, what do you come in and base a vote on at your first tribal?
I think for most of us, it was just trying to figure out who we would best be working with long term.
And Steve, have you thought after this round, potentially, if your loved one's gone, what would happen?
I think for me, if I lose my partner, it might change the game for me. I mean, it'd be great if we're the final two. You can get your duo done, that'd be the perfect scenario to get yourself down to the final two. If I lose that, I think that changes my game style, and I'm gonna probably flip the script from something and be dirty. I don't know.
And Angus, that's a good point to make too. If you have no clue Jamie's going and they send her home, does that change how you would perceive and feel about this tribe?
Oh, completely. Especially initially off of everything that we're going off of. I mean, it's tough to kind of judge everyone because that's kind of what we're asked to do right now. We don't know how strong, what our strengths or weaknesses are right now, and so for one of us to lose a duo member, it's not going to be fun for any of us.
And Jake, have you guys talked about what ties might look like? Again, it's so easy in twos to have ties, and what would happen in result of that?
What's a tie? I don't think we're gonna have a tie today, maybe, but granted we're all duos, we still are playing for ourselves, and I think that also adds a layer of complexity to this whole game, because I bet none of us have already thought, okay, well, what about my game alone?
I think of a lot of it is a dual decision because then you come back together and reconvene, but I mean there could be some that are absolutely separate as well.
We're all here playing our own game.
Yeah.
Well, one of you will lose your loved one here in a few minutes. We will get to a vote. Angus, you're up first.
You're so sweet. I'm sorry, Grace.
Wait, no, I don't want to smile, do you?
I think I have the least connection with you at this point. It's not personal. I'm sure you're a heck of a player.
It just kind of seems like she knew way too much, way too soon, and left no room to get to know each other.
I just didn't really get the right feelings from you, I guess. Your personality seems awesome, but of course it's the game.
She's great though, it was a tough decision.
I will tally the votes. Alright, if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and you'd like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Okay, I'll tally the votes. First vote. Allie, that's 1 vote Allie. Grace, that's 1 vote Allie, 1 vote Grace. Allie, that's 2 votes Allie, 1 vote Grace. Grace, we're tied. 2 votes Grace, 2 votes Allie. Allie, that's 3 votes Allie, 2 votes Grace. Grace, we're tied. 3 votes Grace, 3 votes Allie, 2 votes left. Grace, that's 4 votes Grace, 3 votes Allie, 1 vote left. The first person voted off of Live to Give Dynamic Duos, Grace. Can you bring me your torch? Grace, tribe has spoken. Time for you to go. Well, you survived your first tribal, and already duos aren't even sticking together. So 5-3, someone grab your stuff and head back to camp. Good luck.
I definitely thought that there would be more votes for Allie. I guess I just didn't expect that many people in the group to turn on me. My charity was Heroes for Hope. This charity is from my brother, who was diagnosed with a brain tumor and brain cancer at the age of 5. It's supposed to help patients who can't get standard treatment options or they aren't working for them. I guess now I can really root for my dad from back here, and I guess the only plus of this is I don't have to sleep on my top tonight.
Welcome to your first tribal council. First things first, Caitlin, I gotta say congratulations on the fundraising. How does it feel?
It feels good. Obviously, like, that's the whole point of this event, is to raise as much money as I can for my charity that I really care about. I would say the only negative is it does put a little bit of a target on my back, which isn't great. So if you could stop mentioning it, that'd be great. Thank you very much.
And Lena, in tandem in a season like this, what did it feel like then you being the duo of her and then you didn't get that initial feeling? Feel like
dead to me. Like,
it's like hour 3.
she's kicked out of the house. No, I'm so happy for her. I know how much she cares about her charity, and I think it's really great. Part of me is kicking myself because we were so close in fundraising, but I'm happy for her, and just means that she gets a little advantage, and that's great.
And then in tandem with that kind of poetic irony, you guys win that first challenge, so you ironically end up with a round of safety. What did that then feel like?
That felt great. I mean, I was very nervous. I did not want to be the first person out, but I would be happy with I'm just happy to be here.
Michael, so obviously someone has to go home. How do you then strategize to figure out who's going home.
Yeah, I think what's especially hard about this first round, we didn't really have a challenge that we could get information from to see what people's strengths and weaknesses are. All we got to know is how much do you know about your partner. We didn't get to see any sort of physical ability, puzzle, anything like that. So it really makes it tough.
And Megan, that's in an ironic sense that he brought up the challenge. Jared and Devontae got, I think, one or two questions right.
2.
Do you think that low performance could put a target on your back as well?
Well, first of all, I swear we do know each other. But I don't really think that it puts like a target on our back because you can't, I mean, there were only 8 questions. I mean, can you really judge someone from whether they got the right answers on 8 questions? Like, and we were in the heat and we were just talking to all these people, so we have names swirling in our head. It's like, oh my gosh, I couldn't even think straight, but I don't think it puts a target on our back.
And Anne-Marie, what is the criteria for someone to go home this round? There's been so little time and it seems like not a ton of strategy talk happened. What do you base the vote on coming into this tribal?
It's weird because I guess I don't pay close attention. So getting to know these guys, I guess like the weakest link or the strongest link actually. The strongest link, the one that I feel like is going to be more challenging at the end of the.
So get the strong person out.
Yeah.
Right now. Jake, like what exemplifies strength? It is a theme, it is a strategy, but like strength is so open-ended.
Yeah, I certainly would be afraid to go for the strongest right now because I'm sure there's a lot of challenges coming up, so I want to keep our tribe as strong as we can. But to Michael's point, like that first challenge, you have so little to go off of, so you can't. I don't think I could be like, oh, Megan's the weakest because she got only 2 right. Like, no, sorry, not to throw, you know. But I'm saying that's what I'm saying. Like that challenge, you can't base that in any way. So.
And in a normal season, sometimes the first vote is unanimous. Lena, now you're coming in with a duo with 2 votes. Do you foresee most duos sticking together in this first vote?
I guess. I mean, I don't know. If she wasn't immune, I think she'd go right away. But I feel like I'm sure that these duos have talked like kind of what their plans are going into the game. But there also might be duos who came here to play an individual game. They really are passionate about their charity and they're playing at the end of the day for their charity. So I think it could really go either way and we won't know until we see the votes and see who gets sent home.
And Devontae, how risky is it to come into this game with like a preconceived strategy? Because I can say after doing this for 7 seasons, people that come in with this headlight of how they're gonna do generally does not pan out. How risky is that type of strategy to have?
I think it's like very risky to like try to come up with any like set plan. I think it's good to have like individual goals, like make it through the first vote, make it to merge, like having those for yourselves. But I think having any sort of like plan of like what you think your game is going to look like or how it's going to go is just risky and kind of like not smart. Like especially in a game where the unknown's a factor. Like we didn't even know we'd be on the same tribe as like our duo. So like right off the back, it's like, oh, now I can work with Megan or I can't work with Megan. Like it makes no sense to have like those kind of like notions and ideas when you really have no idea like what's going on.
And Dave, obviously someone from this group is going home and losing a loved one. Have you guys thought about like what it would be like if you did lose like your partner that you came into this game with, what that would feel and look like? Or have you guys not even thought about that yet?
To be honest, I haven't thought about it yet since it was such a late addition. I haven't had any chance to strategize or get stressed or think about anything pertaining to the game really. So now it is starting to hit, and it'll be sad if my partner leaves.
And Caitlin, how do you know which conversation is the conversation if you're talking to everybody and you come into tribal?
You don't. I really don't think you do. There also is like, you know, people are talking, people are coming to be like, oh, I trust you, which you want to take their word for, but at the same time, as someone who like has immunity, how much can I trust their word? Are they just saying it to me because they can't vote me out, so they want me to vote with them? There's so little trust in a game that is all about trust.
I think that's about all I have. Michael, you're up.
Dave, I'm sorry, but I hope you have fun golfing the rest of the weekend.
I would be voting for Caitlin probably because I think she's the strongest player, but since she has immunity for the next couple of challenges, I'm going to vote for Devante, the next strongest player.
You really didn't say anything to me, which is kind of weird for Survivor, so go golf.
Let me tally the votes. All right, I'll read the votes. First vote, Dave. Devante. Dave, that's 2 votes Dave, 1 vote Devante. Dave, that's 3 votes Dave, 1 vote Devante. Dave. The second person vote off of Live to Give Dynamic Duos. Dave, can you bring me your torch? Dave, Travis spoken. Time for you to go.
We hope you get a golf. Yeah, get some couple rounds of golf in.
That sucks. That is not fun.
Well, a unanimous vote in a duo season. We're off to a start. Grab your stuff, head back to camp.
I'm feeling a little disappointed and a little bit sad that I won't be with my partner for the rest of the weekend. I played for the Autism Society of Minnesota. My brother has an autistic child, so that's a cause that's been near and dear to my heart. I just want to thank everybody for the opportunity and thanks to the donors.
Welcome to Tribal Council. First things first, Brian, I'm Ben too. Congratulations on your safety for fundraising. What does it feel like coming here, at least knowing you're safe for a few rounds in this game?
It's definitely helpful. I mean, it's still stressful trying to make alliances and feeling like you can trust people, but it is helpful to know we're safe for sure.
Yeah, it was a great feeling because I mean, I felt like I had to really step outside my comfort zone to do that fundraising, and so it all paid off. I mean, it was definitely worth it. So, thank you to my donors.
So you guys get here, Mitch. You guys get here after all these months now since January when we first started this. What was it like when you finally arrived and walked onto that?
Oh, it was so cool. This is the coolest event, and I just cannot thank you all enough for doing this. This is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. It was awesome.
And then Nikki, then we get into that duos challenge where like how well do you know your loved one? And I saw people laughing. Was it like a bittersweet type challenge knowing that like there's safety on the line, but then it's like I'm having fun playing this game with my loved one?
Yeah, I wanted to just see how we would do and like have fun with it. Lane apparently doesn't have a role model. So I was able to still learn some things about my cousin, but yeah, it was actually really cool to have a challenge before we were even in tribes. So yeah, that was cool.
And Kaylee, did you guys anticipate that you'd be starting with your loved one on tribes before you came? Were you kind of like, oh, I don't actually have any clue what is happening?
I was very surprised to be on a starting tribe with Adam. I thought for sure that they were going to split it up in like 2 tribes or maybe like groups of like 4 tribes. Yeah, 4 tribes where we wouldn't be together. I was very shocked when you started reading out duo names.
And Sam, so you guys then get put into your tribes after the challenge. You kind of look around. What do you first do when you're sitting there like, oh, I have my loved one, and then everyone else has their loved one too? Like, what goes through your head?
Yeah, it was definitely a different thought process trying to figure out how does that duo play into this, you know, and so thankful for Adam that kind of broke the ice for all of us and was kind of like, let's all just kind of split up and see how this goes. So it was great to, you know, have somebody to take charge.
Okay, so Adam, what did you do? You just said everyone, let's go.
I mean, I've played something like this before, and especially when it's the first round, somebody's got to go, but nobody wants to be the first person to split off from the group because there's the chance that puts the target on your back.
I love that. So Lane, what did that look like then? Adam's like, all right, break.
Yeah, so Ben was like, well, Lane, you want to go talk? And I was like, well, okay. So I was like a little nervous, you know, I'm the first person that someone wants to talk to, so I was like, God. But then like, I don't know, it chilled out. It was fine.
Even when Adam kind of was like, hey, that was nice to get to meet everybody. The icebreaker was wonderful. Now let's start playing the game, right? And we still kind of all were like, okay. So I just was like, all right, come on, Lane, we're going to talk, right? So it seemed like for the most part we were spending our time with someone who's not our duo, right? And then we were conferring with our duo and then maybe going back to splitting off into 2 with other duos, so yeah.
So Kaylee, with all these people having conversations and you only had like 2 minutes, if you and Adam are on separate pages, like how does that affect them going into a vote in a duo season where you guys come in clumps?
I do think that's a whole new complexity to this season because especially on the first vote, you don't really know where everyone's at when you're going to start your initial conversations, and everyone could end up in a different spot.
Nikki, how would you feel if Lane's torch was like snuffed right now? Have you like anticipated that feeling, like what would go through you as I'm snuffing it?
Yeah, I mean, the reality is it's like someone's gonna lose a duo partner. And so, yeah, it's a sad thought because you want to play this game with it. And so it adds this level of complexity where it's like, it's a little messy.
We are here to play the game and have fun, and we're going to set the framework that that's just how we're going to play. And let's play, let's have fun.
Yeah, so one of you will be going back with a tribe that just voted out your loved one. It's kind of how I see it. All right, Brian, you're up.
I have to choose someone, so we chose you.
I'm choosing to vote for you, Sam, because I feel like we haven't connected really, and that's so hard in the first round, but I'm so sorry. This is going to be a tough one.
I'm really sorry, but I heard your name from 2 other tribes and I'm just looking out for myself.
I hope that I'm not being blindsided, but I could be. From my perspective, I didn't play as hard as everybody else, and I'm hoping I'm being rewarded for showing my cards.
No matter what happens here, somebody is coming back with a vengeance. I really hope this is the right decision. I don't know.
I'll tally the votes. All right, if anybody has a hidden immunity idol, now would be the time to play it. All right, I'll read the votes. First vote, Sam. Nikki, that's 1 vote Sam, 1 vote Nikki. Nikki, that's 2 votes Nikki, 1 vote Sam. Sam, we're tied. 2 votes Sam, 2 votes Nikki. Sam, that's 3 votes Sam, 2 votes Nikki. Sam, it's 4 votes Sam, 2 votes Nikki. The third person vote off of Live to Give Dynamic Duos, Sam. Sam, you need to bring me your torch. Sam, try this look. All right, well, you survived your first vote. Time will tell. As you vote each other's loved one off, you go back to camp with them and the game continues. So grab your stuff, head back to camp.
I'm feeling blindsided. You can't take everybody at face value. It's easy for, some people to hide their emotions, and that's okay. I was competing for the Light of Life Foundation. It's a thyroid cancer research foundation, and I was competing for that foundation because I myself am a thyroid cancer survivor. So again, I'd just like to thank everybody who donated to my cause. I'm very appreciative of the money I was able to raise for this foundation, and I hope Mitch goes far.
If you could just read that on camera for us,
Sure.
please.
It says, "Thank you for participating in Live to Give Dynamic Duos. No one wants to leave the game early, and we can't imagine how difficult it must be to know that your chance to fight for your charity has ended. But what if we told you your journey hasn't ended here? We are giving all of the players who were eliminated in the first round of the game
a second chance. At the next immunity challenge, one of the players that was eliminated from the first round
Will be given the opportunity to enter back into the game and win immunity for the tribe.
This means that you are not quite out yet. This is your second chance in the game, so good luck and continue to play hard for your charity. Are you up for this challenge?" Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, I am.
It's nice to know that's going to be between me and 2 other people, it looks like, so I guess that's a better chance.